Can I hear myself now? No. Don't know if you can hear me on these headphones or on the microphone. I'm trying to swap them around, so I've got the microphone over there like that. I'm trying to talk into that. Sit in my little room over there. It's nice and warm in there. It's a bit chilly out here.
But on the Tech Ingredients channel, they say it doesn't really matter which one. Like that off the end of the cotter pin down into that hole. So we'll fill each hole with a little bit of epoxy first, and then we'll drop the cotter pins in. Off center at the 3/5 and 2/5 position, hang naturally down off the back of the speaker. All right, here we go. I'm going to place this one, and all you need to do is line it up, and almost like the treble is up too high, but I can turn down my treble here, which only cuts the really, really high stuff. It is missing a little bit of the meat of it. Boy, but it's pretty balanced. Let's try something with a little bit more of a beat to it. Started. Let's go over the main items you're going to need to build these speakers. The first is this project foam board that you can pick up at your local big box store. Apparently, this stuff is the secret sauce to making this work because it's both very lightweight and very rigid. It's not like styrofoam that has a lot of play. This stuff is really, really stiff, but it's also about an inch thick. And apparently, those three properties are what makes this the ideal candidate for the body of the speaker. Now, a foam board all by itself can't make any sound, so we're going to be gluing these audio exciters to the back of them. These are made by Dayton Audio, and I'm using the 40-watt version that are 32 millimeters in diameter. They offer a wide variety of sizes and shapes, but on the Tech Ingredients channel, they say it doesn't really matter which one you choose. They all sound more or less the same when used in conjunction with this foam. And finally, you're going to need a small amplifier to drive these exciters. I'm going to be using the Fosi Audio BT20A. I like this one because it's got separate treble and bass controls, and it offers a Bluetooth connection so I can stream music straight off of my phone to these speakers. So the first step in the construction is to round off these corners, and you want to give them a 4-inch radius. So I've got this bucket here that has an 8-inch diameter. I'm just going to bring it in so that it's really close to each edge, leaving about a pen's width. Kind of chilly out in the garage. So one quick
That sound a bit better. So that better for you. Michael and Bodger the Badger. There we go. You can hear me now. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, as I was saying, them speakers you can make yourself pretty easy as well. And I've been on eBay and all the rest of it as well. I've had a look. I've looked at this before actually, because I watched that video a good couple of years ago. I do believe it was, and yeah. So I've made myself a table. Let me just. I know you can still hear it. So I've got my other thing rigged up as well. My other side here. Let me just go and show. Probably go a bit quiet here because it's still waiting to turn this. Some of this board It's actually thrown away and skip. I got quite a lot of it. So we'll wind up. With my other frame, with my other stuff as well, I was able. Right. As you can see, this one. I got myself a table, sort of frame, with some nice 2x4s. Yeah. I've got a big bag of speakers. Big bag of speakers. That's what you do. Bear with me a second. I'm back. So I made myself one of these. That's how tall it is. The tape measure. Don't know if this plays at the same time. I can put the mic on this one though, because it's only one me on here, isn't there? So I suppose you can hear me now. Let me see what the technique is. So it measures in at 4 foot long, literally 4 foot long, and I got two of them, same size. So technically speaking, I can make it 8 foot long, but I'm currently working on this side of it, which is the operating side. It's also got built into it, because you're just seeing the front end of it there. So far, what I've done is I've put an amplifier on it. You can see on the corner there. Yeah, see that amplifier in the corner? And bring it down there, you can see it. There you go. Got the connector on the front there. It's a 12 volt that plugs in the back here. It's already plugged in with the left and right audio, so it gives it true sound as well. It's better. It's nice. I've just got the old 3mm audio jack on here, so I've lined it off around the edges with a bit of this and a bit of aluminium splashback. It's it's good stuff as well. Actually, it's strong. But what I'm worried about is I'm not so much worried because I put my blow-up mattress onto it. It's one of these yokes. Well, I said blow up. It's a self-inflating one, really. A self-inflating sleeping mat. So if you put that onto it, obviously undo it there, it puts itself up and it gets nice and that's comfy enough. That. So one of them, the sleeping part on it, putting it down on top of there. You can have it 8 foot long. I think that's 6 or 7 foot long, that mat anyway. So, but yeah, anyway, so that's where I'm up to. I've also got some speakers on here. There's a 12 volt Panasonic subwoofer speaker, which is 8 ohms, It's a Ramza speaker. Yeah, go and have a look at them. They're quite decent speakers, to be fair. It did pump out some bass on that as well. And I got some Panasonic surround sound, the boxy speakers. Let me show you the casing for them. Yeah, Panasonic. Them ones. There you go. Is that close enough? Can you see it? Yeah, there you go. So we got that. Let me put it slowly on. You can see this a bit better. Back to this microphone now, see. There you go. That's a bit better. So yeah, that's, I mean, look, it's quite tall really, and if I put my stool in the kitchen, the green stool, if I put that on the end of it, I can put my head just there as well. So it's perfect. Perfect. I've got 2 of them so far. So, well, I've got the lining for another one as well, ready to build. Knit. So, that's what I'm going to be making. I'm going to be making myself audio table basically, and we'll see if we can do some sound therapies. I did ask. You know what? Let's ring him. See what he said. My mate Dave. Everyone's got a mate Dave. What, buddy? Yeah. What are you up to? I can come and join. I'm on live stream. Yeah. Have a little look at my table. Tell me what you think. Yeah. I'm live on stream ringing you. I just said I'm gonna ring my mate Dave, see what my mate. Everyone's got a mate Dave. What's my mate Dave up to? He wants to see my table as well and see what's. Yeah, oh cool. I'll wait. All right. Well, you haven't checked. You haven't checked. You haven't tried streaming from your new place yet, have you? Well, we'll see. There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Right. Okay. I'll see you in a bit. I'm in, yeah. Crap's come on. Yeah. Using sound to heal. Sound therapy, what is it? How do people use it? Right, that's not. YouTube isn't loading. It's not good.
Music or movement really promotes psychological healing. And now so many are turning to sound therapy as a way to heal from some of the effects of the pandemic.
What pandemic?
This is a video from a recent sound healing session in Detroit. Sound healing is a practice that allows us to use vibrations and frequencies to promote relaxation, actually emotional and physical healing in the body. Dr. Rosemont is using the practice a lot these days, in addition to traditional therapy, as a way to help patients experience this past year.
What the? Why am I making it about that? That brings you. You can actually get most of the frequencies, and you get most of the sounds that are actually associated with each chakra, with each energy field. Parts of your body that are hurting, the aching, you feel tired a lot of the time, you're in fatigue, all that sort of stuff. In terms of emotional well-being, a lot of people aren't into it. A lot of people just don't. Me, a long while to get married, a couple of years, I was like, because we're educated into thinking a different way. Yeah, I said educated. So doing all that, I want to do it myself. I'm going to start doing like a little workshop and stuff like this. Be good if people can get along with it and tell me what they think as well. Like, you gotta watch out for a lot of stuff as well. Because you don't know exactly what they're actually pumping. Right? They could be pumping at wrong frequencies for what you're thinking it can do. So, for example, you're gonna do a certain sound frequency or whatever else as well to promote the healing or prosperity of a certain thing. Look at that! Open the door and it gives it 2 extra bars. Close the door and I'm gonna get Ethernet cable and plug it all in. I got my Dell computer here as well. Yeah. My old one, but it's good for just streaming and stuff like that because obviously it's direct from the Ethernet. But we've got fiber optic Wi-Fi, fiber optic installed. So on that Wi-Fi, I don't know if I can extend it with an Ethernet cable to come here. We'll just see. I need 2 wires really. But from that ether, I'll take all of it because I don't know which one to switch. Records have got weird stems on them. Yeah, that's what I like. Look at this. I can't see it. That's strange. I might try that snap base, that Snapchat thing app for your PC, where you can actually change the swiggy coffee. Well, I used it one time. There's a guy called MacGyver, and he saw a face in the back. We all saw a face in the background. It made it sideways as well. Like, it was on somebody else's stream as it was. I remember. Yeah, it was quite mad. Yeah, no problem, Dave. Yeah, no problem. Hello, Adrian. So yeah, as I was saying, let me just show. It's taken me 5 minutes to get it. The video hasn't loaded yet. So no, you can see there in the middle with that white table. That's what I've been building. Been pretty good actually as well, to be honest with you. I've enjoyed it. Getting all the speakers, putting it all on, drilling all the holes, screwing it on properly, lining it up in the middle, marking it off and everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was a little challenge. And I'm working, you can see there, I'm working through the workshop now as well. So I've got a lot of gear that's all behind that corner there. These two tables are here. Got all the wood stacking up in the corner, in the right hand corner as well on the floor. So yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well actually. In fairness, it's all good. Getting on. I'm able to. I emptied another six or eight bags. 7 bags in there actually. Yeah, thinking about it, it was 7 bags. Loads of big bags as well of stuff out of the attic, because I had to go up into the attic to get them bag of speakers. Obviously doing that, I had to go through a lot of other stuff as well. So it was good, like, because obviously I've got a lot of stuff down out of the loft. Goes back in the workshop now. In fairness, I've got a lot of space in here I could use, but I'm not doing it. Because this is my singing room. I've been singing all day today as well, so I think that comes into a part of it as well. I've got a Roland amp down here, and I've got a Bose speaker up here on the shelf. So, you know, I'm in here. It does actually get quite loud with music, and because I've made it the wall so thick, the wall even this way is like it's the shell on the outside from where I fresh built it. And I did the studding, yeah, so the 3x2 it was, I think, yeah, the CLS stud work from Wix I got. And I did all that all around the outside to make the frame. And then I put OSB board 11mm thick because it was just as expensive as the 9. For some 11mm than the average 9mm because it gets used more. The 11mm is actually structural integral as well, which means it holds a lot more weight than the 9mm does anyway. The 9mm you won't get away with on building sites because it's not structurally integral. So anyway, that's why I bought that stuff and lined it all out. And then on top of that, I've got insulation coming inwards. Then I've got insulation and then pallet wood and then lines of carpet and underfloor, that stuff, underflooring. Yeah, I've got all that. And then pallet wood again on top, and then I've sealed it, a lot of it. So it's all sealed up as well, like. So it is pretty, the walls are pretty thick in here, and it's pretty soundproof, to be honest with you. That background noise that you can hear there is my heater. I want to turn that up, obviously. Yeah, you can hear me a lot more clearly, but it's a bit cold in here, so let's turn it on. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening, like I said. I know Sunday sessions are a bit different this week, so like I said, I had a week off last week. That's because obviously I'm doing so much stuff here. And plus Dave was moving as well last week, so he had that weekend moving. Now he's got a week of moving in, still going to work and everything, so you know he's hands are tied all the time. Yeah, it's been good, like. What can I say? I've built some more stuff. I want to crack on with making some new things and getting on with these other stuff as well. I did promise that I'd be doing a giveaway as well. So let's see. On YouTube, right? It's gonna be because I did promise to do a giveaway. I had a couple of things in mind, which I do. And as of Wednesday and Thursday, we'll be doing a meditation club. Start off doing what we're doing. I bring certain sound therapy. Seeing which one works. What we can do. there's a lot of stuff I can get out and music and all the rest of that. So yeah, to use within it as well. I know a couple of people who do it themselves on YouTube. And I've actually called in and asked them as well. So it's possible that we can collab and we can share some stuff and if they work with it. As long as obviously I get it. So I'm not making anything. I'm doing what I'm doing. This is a big journey, a big experiment, let's say. I'm trying to see what I'm more interested in as well, because that vibrates with other people as well. If other people bring things to the table, I can try more things that will open my mind to more stuff as well. Yeah, pretty good. Because you can call me a conspiracy theorist all day, but like I said, our education is taught us completely different to what we should be actually doing with ourselves for what is actually beneficial for us. That makes sense. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot more to life than just being subservient and learning false history for a start. Why did we learn false history? Or what? We've all done it. Deep rabbit hole. So obviously there's a theory that I seen a few weeks ago now, but saw it again a couple of days ago as well. So I was a bit like, but there was a girl going on about how there's lots of gravestones around the world that got the dates 7,000 and stuff like that.
Opening dialogue. The cross rate today, because today is Thanksgiving in America, and I grew up loving the Twilight Zone marathon. There was one episode in particular called The Howling Man. I'm actually going to be reading from the Wikipedia page right now on that episode. It's season 2, episode 5. It premiered on November 4th, 1960, Witches of the Twilight Zone. So this is how immediately leave.
It's a fake history, basically. So when they say our timeline started 2,000 and something years ago, 2024 years ago, that isn't actually our timeline. Think about it. Now we obviously know that we've been around for a lot longer than them. So I don't know what people are thinking now as well. Before you rip me about it, put it in the chat. Right, leave it in the comment. But obviously we've got AD to pronounce like before and after Christ. So yeah, we mean obviously. I mean, what I mean is the Christ's rule. Yeah, within all that as well. The 6 work days of the week and a day off. The God's week, 7,000 years. The linear time and the summit within it. It goes well deep. Let's have a look at this.
Yeah, I think that's quite likely. I'm not an expert on that, but Peter talks about a day being 1,000 years. It's a very ancient tradition. I would think it has some validity, but let me ask the question of where are we exactly in 7,000 years now? I don't know. We can be sure, but it's reasonable because the 1,000-year reign sounds like the 7,000 period following the 6,000. So I would insist on it, but modeled on the 7-day week of creation. I'm quite certain that it's just one. The text there is not about God creating anything in the distant past. They're not talking about that. They're talking about the home made for man. God constructed that in a period of 7 days, apparently. And there's a tradition that those 7 days represent the span of human history, with the 7th day being the
doesn't deteriorate in the future. That's possible. It's an ancient idea. It may be correct. I'm not an expert on where we are. Does anybody know for sure how many years since Adam now? I don't know. Please, sir, same question. Would like to write a good paper on that first would be enlightening, but it sounds quite promising.
That's a 7,000 year plan for the universe. Taria.
Welcome back to my channel. In this video,
Tesla was a fake. The 7,000 year timeline of perception. Oh, that goes on for like 3 hours. Not. Oh, is that the woman who was doing on about?
fake news. Well, fake history is fake news as well. It's even more damaging and often harder to stamp out. I run a history blog at history.com and much more long before that, SeanMunger.com, where I do my historical articles. And whenever you do history online, occasionally you're going to get comments or pushback from people who have some pretty odd ideas about things that happened in the past. Case in point, in October of 2015, I posted an article called The Malleable Past, How Easy Is It to Fake History? Someone posted in response to this article a comment insisting that the Nanking Massacre, that was the horrifying mass slaughter of hundreds of thousands of Chinese civilians by invading Japanese forces in December 1947, somebody posted a comment questioning whether or not that event actually happened. In that article, I had used the Nanking Massacre as an example of a historical event that, despite the misguided beliefs of some people, was not and could not be faked. This commenter, of course, completely missed the point of the article, which was to explain what history is, how it's studied, and how the intellectually sound methods. None of that, of course, mattered to this writer.
When people get it in their head, told that when you're educated to think a certain way, you're not open to all the possibilities. You literally close your mind so that is the fact, and that's it.
Numerous idea, which is of course not true. In fact, Hitler and the Nazis are a magnet for fake history beliefs, such as the false impression promoted by Gonzo documentaries on the History Channel and such, that Nazis were heavily into the narrative of history. Usually when there's some kind of moral judgment working behind a historical event, like responsibility for the Nanking Massacre or Ottoman Turkey's massacre of genocide against the Armenians in 1915.
So why would people fake history? Why would they do that? It's evident that they do. We all know that they do. Because, big example, Christopher Columbus discovered the Americas. Well, that's false. We all know that because the Indians were already there. The Native Americans were there. Like Graham Hancock.
Super advanced, lost civilization. Let's break it down. First, I think Hancock was wise to abandon Earth crust displacement and instead focus on the younger Dryas comet as his cataclysm. The onset of the mini Ice Age, known as the Younger Dryas, is a legitimate geological mystery. Even mainstream geologists admit that it hasn't been entirely explained. Theory doesn't see in a few years that there will be enough evidence that the geological community will accept it as a fact.
Mm-hmm.
I am open to this. I just don't think we're there yet. So we'll give Hancock this. There might have been a comet, and that's a big might. It is a pretty astounding sight. It has legitimately changed our own work that's been done by archaeologists. There is still much we do not understand about this site. Now, I am convinced by the evidence that it was a hunter-gatherer society that built the massive structures at Göbekli Tepe. Still, I'll admit there's much to be learned. The art and architecture there is so impressive. The site is just so old. It's reasonable to wonder about the details of its construction. I will also allow that sometimes myths do, in fact, contain grains of historical truth. Statement of this entire that often had a fact that Hancock uses myth. But friends, that's as much as I'm going to give Hancock. I find pretty much everything else in his book completely unconvincing. As I hope I've demonstrated a number of times in this episode, so much of Hancock's hypothesis is based on a type of stream of consciousness logic. It flows like this. On Pillar 43, there is a vulture. You know who else were sometimes described as bird-like? The Watchers from the Book of Enoch. Those guys were described as semi-divine teachers of civilization. So therefore, the vulture on Pillar 43 could maybe represent a semi-divine teacher of civilization. Therefore, the vulture on the pillar means the magicians of the gods were real. Oof. This, my friends, is what we call a logical fallacy.
Yeah.
It sounds like logic. It's arranged like logic.
But it's actually a fallacy.
Premises do not necessarily support the conclusion. He gives you so much data to pick through.
Yeah. Yeah. This video is titled Fake History to Confuse People in 3023. Got loads of different fake pictures that he's made up himself. So, let's see. So yeah, but history, a lot of history's fake. Well, that's why they call it history, his story. It's only the dictator that writes the actual story about what happened. And he's going to put things into his favor as well. So, you know, lots of things with the Bible. The Bible was also done that way as well. It's been changed and reiterated and rewritten, etc. A lot of times. So edited and all the rest of it as well. Stuff taken out of it, stuff added into it to just to cope with one person's means of way of being. It's or one way to control the masses. Evidently so. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna keep making this vibroacoustic table. I'm gonna see if I can get myself all the bits as well to do this properly. I mean, like they're just ones I built for myself to see if they actually work and if I can actually what I can do to make it a bit better. Put a double board on, so like when the notes sit to all the speakers in, maybe I can do that differently. Maybe I can do them and actually make the thing vibrate a bit better. Yeah, we can do that. And let's go and have a look at something else while we're on the lookout. Switch one. I did put a video out yesterday as well, explaining a little bit about what I'm doing. I'm not going to rename this thing before. I didn't realise. Didn't check first, to be honest with you. So, no, I'm going to hear something. Comments. 3 comments. So, Spookfest. PSI Paranormal, Mike the Cat Dad, and Sir SR Spookfest. So Spookfest. Speaking of which, shout out to all the channels as well. I did leave a link on the previous channel on the previous video as well. So they all said, "Well done, sub." Random number picker. Maximum 3. So going in order from my list on here, just to show you as well, I'm not lying, so you can see it as well yourself. We've got Sir Spookfest, Mike the Cat Dad, and PSI Paranormal. Right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go random number picker between 1 and 3, minimum 1, maximum 3. And it's number 3. Now, you would. I've got to send 2 gifts out there to you guys. That's not fair. Because it's only Mark, isn't it? So, I don't know. Then I've got to send them 2 things. Well, I did have one straight away, which is one of my chopping board, serving board, whatever you want to call it. But this, I made this 2 months ago actually. But it's lovely and dry now. It's all sorted out. It's epoxy resin on the top. It's got some of my Lichtenberg with mica powder filled in to colour it in. Let's bring it in for you a bit closer. Lovely. And what it's also got here, I put pyrite into it, so it's got like fake gold. Got pyrite in it, which I did. I had to get it on 2 lump hammers and crush it up first so I could make it small enough to actually sprinkle in there. Yeah, so I did have a big chunk of pyrite, and obviously to make it fit in there. It's got a couple of bobbly bits where the pyrite actually sticks out as well, which is it's nice actually. It's really cool the way it's done it. So, and that's lovely and level. It's got a butterfly into it, so and it's quite thick as well. But if you're going to use it for a chopping board, which you could do if you really wanted to, put some mineral oil into the wood on the bottom, let's say, and let that soak in. And what I can do for you is I can put stoppers on the top here, so when you're not using it and it's stood up on the side, it just sits on. You know what I mean? It's chunky enough to sit on the side. So yeah, you can have it sat on the side on the unit, kitchen side unit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look, there you go. You can see it stood up there. A little shelf to it. So but yeah, I'll send that over to you. And I'm going to be doing giveaways like this every month, I reckon now. So what I'll do is I'll make something unique, something special. And as we work along as well with the Sab's Workshop, I'll intertwine them as well. So if you leave a comment on either of the channels, this one or Sab's Workshop, then you'll be entered into the draw. But yeah, that's a nice one. That one is. And I've got all sorts. I've got loads of these kind of chopping boards and serving boards and all sorts. So I'll do an inventory on what I do have and what I'm going to give away on my Sab's Workshop channel. I need to get into Discord. I need to get into Discord and chat with Mark and Tone, one of the two, on PSI Paranormal Investigators channel. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, and we'll do that. Right? So yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's been good. Well, it's been an hour. I did promise the wife I'd only be on for an hour. She took little enough. She'd been playing and whatnot today, so we went to a big play centre. She started swimming and soft play and all sorts of things. So yeah, she's had a good day out, and I've been sorting the garden out, working in the workshop, sorting things out, putting them in order, sorting the shelving out and stuff like that as well now. All the walls are done and that, so I'm actually putting stuff into the workshop now. Good. That's why I didn't do last weekend. I had to number 4, which I've labelled this one number 3. I should put number 4. Sorry, I'll edit that. Yeah, no problem. No problem. We'll do that. Like I said, it's been an hour, so I'm going to leave it there. I've made a vibro acoustic table, so I have been busy. Focus on doing the workshop. I've been building stuff in between as well. Almost some time. The garden's lovely and sunny. You can see the sunshine burning through here as well. So, well, yeah, for now, take it easy. Thanks for coming along. Thank you, Zara. Anybody else that's been viewing, just for the sake of me, you know, starting these videos and whatnot this year. So, look, as you all know, it takes time. All this stuff, this is the beginning. I'm going to look back on these ones and be like, oh, cringe. You know? It is what it is, like, so, but you can only improve, you can only get better, and the more I stick at it, the better we get. We'll bring some more controversial subjects and whatnot. We can have, if I do Sab's Workshop channel, we do like normal discussions, but you know, like a normal chat. Maybe talk about some politics and what's going on in the world, some wokeness and madness, and let's bring a bit of, bring a bit of humility to the channel, because I do like having a giggle in that. So, and these are like these are more professional. This spiritual side of it. Because I feel that's just the way I want to do it that way. That's just the way I feel it should be. So, yeah, I think more like keeping it on this level with this channel. You'll see my better side, more fun and talking about, you know, more serious side stuff that obviously does get on my head. It does. I do think about a lot of that kind of stuff. Like, but I am very logical as well. So I don't like arguing. I don't like fuss. I don't want to. And obviously, people have different opinions, but that doesn't make sense. I see a lot of channels do it. Like, they get on and they just start ranting and raving at each other. Do that on my channel. I'll just, you're gone. It's as simple as that. Block out the chat. Can't do. We don't want that. It's not what we need as a community. We don't need that. I said it before. I'll say it again. Said it on other channels as well. So, you know, It's just the way it should be. Like, we're all at each other's neck about the stuff that's going on. Basically, we're all being terrorized by the same enemy. We should be focusing on the enemy, not. That's what this is all about. Spiritual awakening, basically. It's one of them. A lot of people are, still stuck in the wrong world, though. They're educated to think a certain way, so that's just the way to think. No possibility for their mind to be a bit more open to different possibilities or a different point of view. But we'll get to that on the other channel. For now. Come on. Let me show you to the door. Very Say goodbye. Hooroo, thank you, and see you next weekend.